Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I am streaming on two platforms right now. We're going to see how this goes. We did this once before and it seemed to work out really well. So I am live at both our Facebook group, which you can go to by visiting aboverubiespurpose.com. You can request to join and we'll welcome you right on in. Or you can be live with us over on youtube.com/aboverubystudio. Either one, you should be able to join us and become part of tonight's awesome, where do I really start, conversation. And I really want to have a conversation with you guys. This is a strategy call. One of the biggest things that I get asked, and I have been asked several times this week alone, is how did you grow such a large mailing list with aboverubystudio.com? How did you start this platform and how did you create such an engaged audience and a targeted audience? And where did that come from? Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I am Megan Elizabeth. I am the founder, creator, and lead educator of both aboverubystudio.com and lifeaboverubies.com. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm excited for this conversation, and I cannot wait to share with you some of my tips and the insider secrets to creating the business, life, and balance the way you want it. Hello, Angela. Hello, everybody popping in. I'm so glad you're here. Just go ahead and type in, say hello. Let me know where you're from. I'd love to give you a special shout out today. Hopefully we can make it through all this without my voice totally cracking, but I'm excited. So we're going to do the honey, lemon, ginger secret weapon here as we go. And, knock this thing out of the park. All right. So I am so excited for so many of you. I know that many of the followers here at Life Above Rubies have either a direct sales business or creative business or blog that they are managing. Hey, Linda, welcome from Chicago. Thanks for popping in with us. And I really just want to give you the top tips and kind of direction. I almost want to give you like my roadmap, because as I've been doing one-on-one coaching, these are some of the things that we work through, and we get even more specific in the one-on-one as we go along. But, you know, even after the 30-day challenge and once upon a time, hey, Gloria, hello. It's really digging in deep and taking this map, this navigation to where your perfect follower, hey, Tammy, needs to go in their journey with you and with your business, because it's all about truly the genuine connection that you make. Building your brand is all about the experience and the feeling that you give to another person and what makes them come back and return to you, and the loyalty. Listen, at the end of the day, people are loyal to people. They're not loyal to products. They're loyal to a mission and a purpose, and they're loyal to who they feel special from. And this is all part of building your brand and building your journey. So I have 16 things that I'm going to kind of break down with you guys tonight as quickly as we can. This information is also available at lifeaboverubies.com. You can either access that by joining the subscription. Subscription is ready, and there are a ton of new updates that just became available. Hey, Donna. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Tiffany. Hopefully I can see you guys' comments. Actually, on my Facebook Live, we're live at Facebook and on YouTube. On Facebook Live, could you guys just give me a little shout out? I see you joining. I'm worried that I'm not seeing your comments. So if you guys could just give me a comment over there. I've been having struggles with comments. If you're already giving me comments and I'm not seeing them, I apologize. I'm going to try to, let's see. I'm trying to see if I can see them a different way, like I've done before. The fun of live, sometimes the technology is amazing and that we're doing multi-platform. Okay, so I see you guys on the actual page, but I don't see you on my screen. That's annoying. That is so annoying. All right, so I'm going to be checking in and checking back, and I'll just be popping between the screens, and you guys can feel free to ask me questions. And if I do not answer them in some type of timely form or fashion, I will answer them in the comments after we get off for sure. Okay. So one way or another, you will get an answer to your questions. Okay. So what we're going over tonight, information is found at lifeaboverubies.com. There are brand new updates made to the site, and I'm going to be doing a behind the scenes tour of the new lifeaboverubies.com on Tuesday. So you'll want to check back for that. That's going to be a recorded video found at the YouTube channel. So what do you really need for your creative business or for your direct sales business? What do you need to start having to see the success that you are after? What are really the important priorities as far as marketing goes, or the platforms or the business? And I'm going to break that down for you guys. One thing that is really important that I want to talk about, hey Elaine, thanks for joining, is what you have control over. And what you have control over is the genuine connection that you make with each individual client or customer or potential client or customer. I've talked about it before. I'm going to say it again. You have to look at each person like an apple, okay, or like a piece of fruit. And inside that fruit, there are additional seeds inside that fruit that you can then use to plant an entire orchard. Do not look at each customer or person that you come in contact with as the fruit that you eat and then you're done with. That's the worst way to go about proceeding and thinking about it. And it's a simple little mindset shift, but it'll make all the difference in the world. You really want to have a genuine connection with your target audience, with your one true love. When you build that genuine connection, and it takes at least 7 touches, it's the rule of 7. You'll find it all over marketing and business. People need to hear something at least 7 times, or hear about you at least 7 times before they will trust you, remember you, or take it to action or to heart. I have a bad feeling about this. Bad feeling about this. We're going to pray through this tonight. Let's get through this without coughing up a lung. Because I really have so much I want to say and I'm feeling so much better, but the cough just does not want to stop. I'm doing everything I can. Worst case scenario, I record this and we pop back in. This is not, I don't want to be coughing all over you guys. I was really like, I got this. Gonna do the best we can. All right. You really want to have that genuine connection. And the way to do that is also by having the way to control how you connect and communicate with your perfect audience. And truly, still to this day, the best way to do that, while there's tons of social media outlets and platforms, you do want to have some type of mailing list. You want to have some type of form of MailChimp. I mean, Aweber, there's Constant Contact, there's anything. I teach how to use MailChimp at lifeaboverubies.com. If you feel like, oh my gosh, I am so not tech savvy. I don't get how to do this. I don't know what to do. I don't get that. Get over to lifeaboverubies.com. We're going to walk you through how to actually technically do this stuff. We want to give you the skills technically and practically to get through and do this stuff. Man, I want to do this tonight so badly. All right, I'm going to read some questions for a minute. Give my voice just a second here. Man, I do not want to do this. Okay. Denise is right. 7 is a biblical number. I'm reading through everything here because I cannot actually see it on, which is very annoying, by the way. I can't see your comments on the screen, which is so silly. That's not normal, but it's been an issue recently for a bunch of people. Wow, we got a lot of people watching over on YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Hello. Okay, watching on both screens here. Doing it on both. Trying that again and seeing how that plays out. Hey, Candace. Hey, Benita. Thank you so much for popping in. I'm just praying me through this so that I can get through because I want to give this to you guys so bad tonight. And I really thought I could do it. All right. So really, I'm going to give you 16 steps. I'm going to break them down for you. And we'll dive in deeper, continue to dive in deeper as we go through everything at lifeaboverubies.com. You have to know your goals and you have to know your why. Everything that creates a true connection and momentum and a platform in business comes from a deeper mission and a deeper why. When you know your why and you know your mission, you are able to reach a target audience at such a more impactful and powerful rate than you can possibly imagine. For example, I actually just had a conversation with Diff Eyewear tonight. They are amazing. I do not get paid by them. I'm not an employee. I'm not even an affiliate. They have sent me some free sunglasses, but I had a conversation with them because I really wanted them to have an opportunity that I wanted to connect them with. And it's because I love their mission so much. For every pair of sunglasses that they sell, or somebody purchases, they donate a pair of reading glasses to somebody in need. They have such a mission. They have such a heart for creating high quality products at an affordable price in the trendy eyewear and accessory field. And I just feel like their brand and their mission aligns so much with my heart, brand, and mission with Life Above Rubies. Even though I'm not giving reading glasses away, the mission and the heart behind it have such a similar message and meaning. And so when you can start there and really know your goals and know your why and get very serious about that, know who you want to help, know where you want to help, it makes a huge difference. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Mary. Thanks so much for popping in. I'm so glad you guys are here. Okay, so then you need to go from there and have your target audience. Hey, Katina. Your target audience really matters. We go through this all at once upon a time. And too often what people think is when I have a creative business, I just want to sell to everyone. You know, I have a product that really fits for everyone. And that very well may be true that a lot of people will want and will need your product, but who are the ideal ones? Who do you really want to be working with? Who is it that it really matters? You've heard me say this before, but you'll hear me say it again because I still know even you guys at home need to hear something at least 7 times before you even really remember it and it sinks in and you have that light bulb moment where it goes, oh my gosh, I get it now. I need that. We all do. Okay. So 1 is your goals, your why, your mission. 2 is your target audience. 3, you need to create a plan on how much time you're actually able to spend doing this. So when and where are you actually doing this? When is the time frame that you have to actually work on this? How much time do you have to dedicate to it? Consistency is really, really key here. I've got my honey water. I've got my lemon water. I've got it all. Nothing is going to help this cough. I can just feel it now. And I want to get to some of the meat of this stuff. Okay. Have a general idea of who you'll be reaching and how often. I really recommend setting up your platforms and posting on at least one platform regularly 3 times a day, at least while you're getting started. That may seem like a really overwhelming number, but once you start getting kind of a plan in place and a groove in place, it's not as intimidating as it sounds. And we're actually going to talk about how to repurpose content. Hey, Jennifer. And plan out your content to schedule it that you're not tied to your phone or your computer 24/7. And you're not going to be focused on growing it all at once. That's really far from it. You really want to be thinking about the journey that you're taking these perfect customers on. Okay. And you really want to take them on a journey of value and introduction to you, who you are, and the products that you feel are going to impact them and help them the most. And keep in mind, the greater the problem you solve, the more people are going to be attracted in and spread the word. Okay. That's what happened with the Cricut cutting guide. There was an absolute need out there. And that was a very specific, even small market in the grand scheme of crafting, right? Cricut users, not even die cut users, Cricut cutting guide. Thousands of people joined that mailing list very quickly because people wanted to know how to save their paper. Okay. So you could look at that and say, yeah, well, you were lucky in that market. No, it was a very specific thought out plan. And it was a free opt-in that people were able to give their mailing address to or email address to. And it funneled them through to build a relationship and build trust and establish authority in that niche very quickly. And this formula replicates and repeats and is proven over and over and over by top industry leading professionals all over the world, all over the world. So when people say, where do I really start? This is where I encourage you to really focus energy and attention to start building your value opt-in. The bigger the opt-in, doesn't mean you give everything away for free, but it means you really get specific at what thing you can create that will bring in the person you really want to be working with you. And what are they really needing? What kind of guide, what kind of workbook, what kind of class, what kind of webinar, what is it that you can do to start collecting email addresses? Because you can get put in Facebook jail like that and not be able to post for 48 hours. Sometimes you get shut down completely. I've seen people's YouTube's accounts get shut down. I've seen people who have Instagram who their accounts get put on hold or on a freeze. You can't trust a social media platform to be your main funnel. Social media is kind of like flirting out at a restaurant, or at a bar. I mean, not that I go on the bar scene, but it's kind of like that. I've talked about that before, where it's like social media is that initial little flirt where you can kind of see somebody and get their attention, make eye contact and give the little, hey, come hither look. But what really sets the first date is getting that email. You want to hook that email address in. You want to get that date. And what builds the relationship is how you interact through that, your website, the funnel, and ultimately you're hooking the sale. And that's like your engagement, right? And that's what you want to see happen as you're growing your business. Again, I teach how to use MailChimp. That's the one I recommend because we have used different ones. I've used Constant Contact, Lead Pages, Aweber. I've just really been a fan of MailChimp. I now love the extensions they have called Mail Munch, and MC Snap is like by far my favorite thing. For my rubies, I'm giving you like huge value here right this minute. That normally should be like behind the scenes, but MC Snap is a new it's a new app, and you can literally take pictures from your phone or Instagram and add just a quick note and a call to action button. This is super impactful. I have seen a huge return. I've been watching the reports and the stats on how others are using this. It's amazing when you can just basically use social media and reach your mailing list very quickly and give a little shout out of encouragement and value. Something simple. It doesn't have to be a long drawn out email that's distracting from somebody's day where they go, oh, I'll read it later. But just a, hey, you're awesome. Remember who you are today. And a catching picture builds that relationship. Okay. And you can do that very quickly with MC Snap on the go and reach thousands of people as you're building your list. And I've had a 73% success open rate using MC Snap, which is huge in email marketing business. So there's a little tidbit of information of something that you can use. It links with your MailChimp account. I know not everybody can use, I know Katina says she can't use MailChimp with her particular plugin. So I think she uses Aweber, or maybe it's Constant Contact. But it's really creating that opt-in of value. And that is the one thing that I really kind of harp on everybody starting with. Sometimes it can feel like you're taking some time out of what it is that you're doing to present that, but maybe it's an ultimate guide of, all the stuff that you have put together already on your website, or a shopping guide or whatever. But like I said, the more value, the more enticing that is to your actual client, the more addresses you're going to collect and the more people. And once it's set up and you create that funnel, it's done. I still receive 5 to 10 subscribers a week just for the Cricut cutting guide alone. Just for the Cricut cutting guide, people are still finding that. And I don't even do anything with promoting the Cricut cutting guide anymore. I haven't for years, but people are still finding it. It's still out there in internet world. And I'm still getting customers and followers through that. Okay. So, and it doesn't matter. You don't have to have a blog. You don't have to have 1,000 social media platforms. You don't have to have anything else to start this. You can use simple lead pages. Many people won't even see an actual web page or web address to to start this kind of thing. So this is where I really harp on starting. Okay. Number 8 is creating your different social media accounts. As you create them, I do not suggest going in and saying, I'm going to grow all these accounts all at once. Focus on 1 to 3 maximum. Maximum is 3 accounts at a time that you can give any dedicated attention or focus to growing it. Every single platform has a different nuance to it. Every single platform has a different algorithm to it or a different way that people like to view the content and see the content. I am just now in the last year really dedicated to learning Instagram, and it changed. Like in the middle of me learning it, it completely changed. Social media is constantly evolving and constantly changing. The one thing that will always remain true is your biggest asset of having that backed up mailing list. If somebody purchases from your direct sales business, make sure you have their email on your mailing list. Phone numbers, text messages, sending actual physical cards, all that stuff makes a huge, huge difference. Make sure you're building that list and keeping track of things properly. When you're going about creating your accounts, and like I said, only 1 to 3 at a time for any significant growth or posting, I do suggest and recommend, though, going in and building as many accounts as you can with the same username. So even if you don't go ahead and publish everything, like it can just say coming soon, whatever it may be, I would suggest grabbing up as many with the same username as possible to build your brand and to at least reserve that URL or that username, because that will keep brand continuity a lot smoother and easier for you. So that's really an important thing. And think about where your target audience is hanging out. You know, if you're really targeting teenagers, you may want to be more on Snapchat or Tumblr. If you're going, you know, it just kind of depends on like the generations that you're going after and who your target is. If you're going for the crafter, you know, more that Pinterest or Instagram, you know, how many people are still on Facebook, YouTube, like really think about those different things and do some research. Okay. The more you research and the more you reach out, the more results you're going to get. I've talked about those before. Research, reach out, and results. You need to reach out to people and what they need. You need to research where people are and what they need. You need to research and learn for yourself and for your people. You need to reach out to the people that need what you have and also reach out to people that you need help from. You also want to get the results for the people you want to help and for yourself. And this is how you're going to go about doing some of that. Okay. I hate this cough. I'm like trying to block my microphone so I'm not like coughing like loud into your guys' ears. Oh my goodness. If you're looking to start your website, okay, you really do in direct sales, especially I'm talking to my direct sales people here. What sets you apart in your direct sales company that people are going to want to buy from you versus another consultant or distributor or affiliate or whatever you're called? That's going to be your own personal brand, feel, and connection. One of the greatest ways to do that is, again, through your email connecting and through even just a basic WordPress website. I highly suggest using WordPress as your blogging platform just because of this is ridiculous. It's expandability and creative platform, but you need to have a capture system in place. So a capture system is that email or opt-in system. Okay. Making sure you have your information properly filled out on all your profiles and about pages is going to be one of the first things that you want to do in both your social media profiles and your WordPress, is having a strong about page with appropriate linkage to your products, to your online business store, whatever it would be, so that people can find you. I can't tell you how many times I've been frustrated going to Facebook, knowing that I have a friend who sells 31 and I don't want to bug her. I just want to go order something and I can't find her web address. That's annoying. It can be simply in the about section on Facebook. She doesn't have to be posting like 1,031 post or Avon posts or whatever it would be. Just having that link in her work section of her profile makes all the difference in the world. And it should for you as well. Okay. Okay. Repurposing content, having videos, and connecting that way is now becoming more and more of a popular trend, as well as a valuable business model. I hate that this is like cutting out here too. Okay. All right. When you're doing, okay, so what I've been suggesting and what I really find is working very well for not only myself, but many other people is utilizing Facebook Live. You can now use Facebook Live for tutorials, for videos just like this, for a quick pop-in, for how you're doing. You can use Facebook Live for anything. It's a simple turn on, right? And you can reach people in groups, in your pages, in your friends list, whoever you decide to target to reach. Making a consistent schedule with Facebook Live and then repurposing that content. You can save your Facebook Live videos to your phone. You can break it up into segments. You can upload it to YouTube. You can create screen captures and infographics with your video. You could repurpose this content, and I counted up to 25 different creative ways and split it out among 2 blog posts and really utilize this content across multiple platforms to reduce your work and expand your reach. And I really want people to start understanding the concept of repurposing their content because, once again, that 7-touch rule, but also just the different ways that people view, their viewing habits, when they view, where they view, how they view. I have a totally different list of new people that are joining me on Instagram at the Life Above Rubies page that have never come in contact with Above Rubies Studio before, ever. The same thing is happening with my mailing list. Okay, I have one for Life Above Rubies and Above Rubies Studio. They're totally different people. So there may be some overlap or some crossover, but as you're repurposing your content to reach the people where they are at, you're going to feel yourself spending so much less time feeling overwhelmed by social media and truly engaging and reaching people where they're at and connecting, which I love. All right, I'm going to give you guys 2 more points, and then we are going to wrap up tonight a little bit early because I don't want to keep coughing on you guys. I hate that I'm doing that. I will be posting more of this video, and there is this entire list available at lifeaboverubies.com. Just type in where you start at the in the search menu, and like I said, on Tuesday you're going to see a whole new behind the scenes video of what Life Above Rubies subscription really is all about. Hey Simone, awesome, happy to see you. Okay, so repurposing, I want you to think schedule. Decide on a schedule, and as consistent as you can possibly be consistent. If you can sit down in a day and write 20 blog posts or create 5 videos or whatever, awesome, great. Don't post them all at once. That's like sometimes people's like urge is like, I created all this content, I want to just blurt it all out there. Funnel it. Make sure you're spreading things out. Like I said, posting on social media about 3 times a day about 3 times a day is completely awesome, but scheduling out your meaty content and really creating that consistent schedule, like once a week video tutorial or a once a week, blog post, really taking it to that next level. Creating that perception of value and consistency is going to take you really far, really quick. 13, I want you to continue to educate yourself and to continue to learn. Like I said, this is constantly growing, constantly changing, constantly morphing. Okay. We are doing all that we can here at Life Above Rubies to stay on top of the trends in the things that we specialize in. I don't want to teach you about something I don't know about. I could not teach you about Twitter or Tumblr or I can give you basic how-tos, but to really dive into the meat of like how it works, like I can YouTube or now even Instagram, or how Facebook pages work, starting to learn Facebook groups a lot more, and the power of groups is amazing. I can teach you those things. And we want to teach you those things. Katina has her specialties, and we really dive in to take away that technical pain for you of like, how do I do this? This is so overwhelming. We want to kind of come alongside of you and give you that motivation, accountability, and inspiration to actually dive in and start and do, because it's truly all about starting and pouring into yourself so that you can pour your light back out into the world and give that gift that only you can give. And that's what we are so passionate about helping women do. And we want to see you do, men too, but especially women. So continue to pour into yourself that way. Also, remember, planning is important. Okay. I talk about planning all the time, your goals, your vision, that all means so much, but try not to overthink things. It's truly just a matter of stepping in, getting started, and going, and not letting all the fear and all the crap weigh you down, but walk the path and stay consistent, true, and faithful. You will reap what you sow. It may take some time. It may not happen overnight. It may not happen in a month. But if you stay on the consistent path and you stay true and you stay focused in these areas and continue to build your skills and stay connected with accountability and build your community, and you keep the belief and the desire and the mindset in the right place, you're going to see the success that you want to have happen. I guarantee it. I absolutely guarantee it. I have seen it for myself and in hundreds of others, personally, hundreds of others, let alone all the stories that are out there of, mega success stars. I'm talking about people that I have worked with personally and know personally, have seen it happen. And I'm so excited for that. So I would love to see that for you. I cannot wait to be continuing to work with each of you on a more personal level at lifeaboverubies.com. I have there's over 20 calls now scheduled for this weekend and this upcoming week. I am ridiculously thrilled about it. Hopefully I don't cough all over everybody. I think everybody's a little understanding. I know there's a lot of people that have had different sicknesses and grossies going on right now. Doing all we can here, that's for sure. But happy to be feeling better, out of bed, and taking real action here with you guys tonight. So I am so excited for this week. Thank you so much. You guys absolutely rock. Thank you, Linda. I really appreciate your comments and your feedback, guys. Setting up a Facebook page can help as well. It's easy to find all the information there. Yeah. All right. So if you need to schedule a call, go ahead and let me know. You can go to lifeaboverubies.com/mycall, and you can set up and schedule a call right there. And yeah. Okay. Have an awesome, amazing day, guys. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you again soon. Leave your comments, and I promise you I will type and get back to you with all of them. All right? This list is available at lifeaboverubies.com as well for those of you who are just popping on, because I see some new faces popping on, and I'm so sorry. We're going to be signing out for the night. Have a great, amazing night. Enjoy the moments. Bye.